We are proud to recognize June as Pride Month and celebrate the history and contributions of our 2S LGBTQI+ community. We know how it is important for students, their families and staff to see their identities in their learning and working environments and community, and to have their identities celebrated.
But I want to trigger love. I want to trigger hope. I want to trigger joy. I want to trigger the fact that we all belong. I want to trigger your sense of belonging. I want to trigger the fact that York Region District School Board is going to be unapologetic, unmitigating, unequivocal in our support for the 2S LGBTQ community. Look, I know we're not doing enough in our work to support our 2S LGBTQ students and staff, but I promise you, as a district school board, we're committed to do more. We're committed to do more to ensure that all of our schools and workplaces, when those doors swing open every morning, when you enter, regardless of who you are, regardless of how you identify, regardless of who you love, you will be welcomed and you will feel included. And we make sure that we're doing to ensure that that happens.
I represent the 2S LGBTQI+ Employee Resource Group. We work to support queer-identified staff members so that they can fully support students who are queer-identified. Today is about three things. Being proud. You are all proud. We see you here. You are proud. Today is about being loud. Can you be loud? There are many days in June. You need to be loud all throughout this month. We want to see you on June 17th at the Newmarket Pride Parade. We need you there to be loud. And lastly, with your pride and with your loudness, what you need to be loud about is your love. Your love for yourself, your love for the community, your love for everybody around you, because that is what shines, that's what's inspiring to all of us. Today, this Intersex Progress Pride flag is a symbol of those three things: being proud, being loud, and being full of love. It is also a symbol that students matter and belong.
Hello, my name is Kayla Fitzpatrick and my pronouns are they, them, and I'm so happy to be here today because events like this are important. We need to be proof for one another that even though you can't always see the community around you, it's still there and no one is alone. And we need to show the world that we will not stop being ourselves just because that we do not conform to their expectations. We will change the expectations. So I would like to thank everyone for being here today on behalf of the version of myself a few years ago that really needed to be a part of an event like this, to be surrounded by people who are unapologetically living their truth. So let's continue to be there for one another and continue to make sure that the world recognizes us in the way that we deserve to be recognized.
Hi everyone, my name's Bentley and I use he, they pronouns. I decided that I wanted to break gender norms and look the way that I wanted. I knew who I was and I decided that I didn't want to let clothing or other people change that. It was a long journey and it was a really difficult decision, but nonetheless I found my way through those times, though I didn't do it alone. I had the support of some of my really close friends and family and some amazing teachers and staff at Denison. Specifically, someone who really helped me, who was also the teacher who introduced me to the GSA, Miss Sully. You have to fall down before you can get up, but getting up and continuing your journey is the most important part, though it can be the most difficult. People will be there for you and help you try and get up again. The GSA has been my biggest support throughout my high school life, and I'm so grateful for them. Finding people who accept you for who you are is the most important.
Hello everyone, I'm Megan, she, her, and I am the proud president of the GSA at Dr. J.M. Denison Secondary School. Before I begin, I want to thank YRDSB for inviting us to this event. Having opportunities for us to meet other queer students and allies and participate in events like this is incredibly meaningful. Thank you as well for the opportunity to speak today. I hope that by raising this flag here today, we can help people feel less alone. Let it serve as a reminder of the responsibility our school system has to do just that. Make sure every single student knows that they matter and that they are loved for every single piece of themselves. And for those of us who are not quite ready to step into every part of ourselves, just know that this flag and this community is always going to be here to welcome you with open arms when you are ready. Thank you.
Morning everyone, I'm Emma and my pronouns are they, them. I'm a grade 8 student at PD Public School and I'm here today to celebrate, educate, and demonstrate the love and joy of being a queer kid. I came home to my family and friends during COVID and I want to acknowledge that I am very fortunate to have a family and friends who support me in all parts of my identity. I would like to thank everyone here today for creating a safe space for me to share my voice. And it feels amazing to have this platform to share, educate, and learn more about my identity and the identities of people around me. Just remember, my identity isn't a name tag worn on my chest or visible in the way that I dress. It might change from day to day, but you know what? It's okay to say gay. My identities are loud, proud, and I'm grateful I got to share them with this crowd. As my mom always says, I love you even more if you love boys, girls, or frogs. Happy Pride, everyone.
My name is Sabryna Sullivan, and as the students have already said, everyone calls me Miss Sully. I'm a teacher, a guidance counselor, but more importantly, today and every day, I'm a queer woman. So today, I am proud of where we are and who I stand in front of and alongside. But we have so much more to do. Today, take away one thing. These kids need us. And we must demand of ourselves and of each other that we make our school board one that is worthy and reflective of their bravery and value.